What's up, everybody? Got one for you out of Pueblo. Kind of crazy. Because, when I came into this here.
The other thing too, we talk about, there's, people that come up here and they talk about wasting taxpayer monies and so forth. I mean, we've just got some core requests that are going on, which is the right of the public to know. But make sure that your core requests are targeting something that's necessary, that you're going to be able to accomplish something rather than collect a bunch of papers.
And this is where I was like, hold up. Wait a minute. Just collecting papers? Like, who does this lady think she is? That she knows what is being accomplished by a core request being done?
Because, see, in a core request, the attorneys get involved. And in the private sector, attorneys are minimum $350 an hour. So for every little core request that you have that's consuming hours and hours of our time, could be, over $1,000. And it'd be great if they amounted to something and that you were accomplishing something with your core request.
Wow. Well, my first impression of this lady is she's a sarcastic bitch. Who is she, again, to determine what kind of importance somebody had from a core request and whether it accomplished something or not?
But right now, they're just a deficit to our books, to our already added deficit. So that's just, even though it's your right, just make sure that every right all people can abuse their rights. And so make sure you're just not abusing yours when you're doing that, because it's been very costly and very time consuming to our city offices. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Well, Regina was right about one thing. Everybody has rights, and some people can abuse those rights. But it's not up to her to say whether or not a Cora is important or not. Because if a person requests that information, they have the right to that information. Doesn't matter how many times they request information, they have the right to that information. So I don't know who she is to decide on whether that's abuse of that right. But I can tell you that it's an abuse of power to lie to the public and say that they have to include lawyers and it costs $350 an hour, to take care of all these core requests. Now, can we please have some actual information? And then I was like, all right, I got curious because, I popped in the middle of it. And then I came across this.
Councilor Gomez.
Yeah, I just want to comment that I'm really concerned about all the vitriolic stuff that goes on in this chamber and just the basic lack of respect that we seem to be losing for each other. I don't get it. I don't think there's anybody in this diocese attacking anybody out in the audience. And I hope that's not, and a lot of people here don't do that as well. But when we have displays like we just saw, that borders on getting dangerous. And I'm telling you, I've been around long enough to know that. If we can't treat each other with respect, I would recommend that you don't come into chambers. Get on Zoom and do it that way. But what we're doing right now, it's really outside the boundaries of respect for everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor.
Well, here I am. I'm like, well, what the hell happened? Because I had to go back to see that. And I'm like, all right. Well, something had to have happened. All right, we're going to go back. And then I came across this.
Hello, Mr. Fetty. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak. I have some questions. Does Pedco own the steel mill?
Once again, Mr. Fetty, in a public forum, we can't answer questions. We don't answer questions, but maybe after you give your commentary, maybe when the counselors go through their commentary, they'll be able to answer what's going on.
Well, I have will use my time to demonstrate that I'm not getting answers. I have the second question. I'll go ahead and jump into that if there's no further discussion.
See, this is what I don't understand about city councils and whatnot and so forth. It was a simple answer. No. No, they don't. Is that so hard?
Is PEDCO acting on behalf of any other nation or corporation or institution or city or state besides the city of Pueblo, Colorado? Let the record show. Nobody has an answer. So the record shows. Third question. Is PEDCO trying to steal the steel mill from the Russians and start World War III? Let the record show. My city council cannot tell me any of these things, and PEDCO couldn't either. So what's going on?
Now, you might be asking if this guy's kind of crazy or whatnot and so forth, but I kind of did the research, and yeah, that mill is Russian owned. I don't know what the deal is with PEDCO. Apparently, there's a lot of issues going on with PEDCO, but maybe the guy's asked some legitimate questions in the past and hasn't gotten any answers and has been disrespected. Maybe. Let's find out.
I guess we'll sit in silence and consider it. I convict you, homo heroes. I convict you. I challenge you. Two and a half minutes to go.
Mr. Fetty, we're not going to just sit here in silence. If you have other things to say,
I have this
please
amount of
move.
time, do I not?
You
For
have
my
that amount of
statement,
time
this is,
to
then my
make
statement will be in
comments.
silence, and it will demonstrate what's going on here.
You have 2 minutes and 4 seconds to give us your commentary. Otherwise, we'll move on to the
All right.
next.
Who the hell do these guys think they are? Hey, Exhibit A.
Josh, they don't care about us.
Very. Gonna get clear every chance they get. Who rules? That's what we're doing, guys.
See, that's how that works.
Okay. Why won't you talk to me about this? Why won't you answer my emails? Why won't you act like I exist? I got 1 minute and 40 seconds. You will give me my time. If you won't act like I exist, then you will give me my time that I legally have. I exist, whether you like it or not. Everybody?
Are you done now?
I have 1 minute left.
No, you don't. If you
Yes, I
have
do.
commentary, please give us your
Is this the Home of
commentary.
Heroes or not?
This is the home of heroes. You're absolutely
Well,
right.
thank you for that answer. Now where's the other answers?
As I stated before, in public forum, we will not answer questions. If somebody wants to
You have not
address
answered
it,
my emails, you have not answered me when I've given you hand-delivered letters to you. You act like I do not exist. So I'm not going to exist for 30 more seconds, whether you like it or not.
I appreciate that.
I'm a veteran. I have as much right to be in here as anybody else, and I have a right to be heard. Thank you for giving my time.
Thank you for coming.
Well, that wasn't so bad. I mean, Roger made it sound worse by saying,
That borders on getting dangerous. And I'm telling you, I've been around long enough to know that.
well, I don't know how long you've been around. You look like you've been around for a while, but I don't know. It could be a trick. I mean, you could be like Buffalo Bill wearing a skin suit and you just look older than what you are. That or your skin's falling off your bones. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But for you to judge somebody like that and to treat somebody like that, I don't know. I think it might be on your end. It could be worse. He could have left like this guy did.
Okay. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. I'm out.